Hello everybody, Shawnette here. I want to stop and make this video. I realized I never did make a follow-up video or closing video from our fundraising efforts for sending my daughter to New York and Chicago. Well, the other day I was going through some paperwork, actually her bank statements, and tallying up everything that we had actually raised, and then looked at how much we actually needed. And much to my amazement, because I really didn't pay attention to all the numbers, I was just, as things came in, I just paid for everything. We raised well over $5,000, and literally every penny that we raised paid for her trip to, I want to say, to New York. And it covered all the costs, and so I was like, wow. I'm still in amazement, because it's we a 3-month journey. I mean, from March to June, we made over $5,000, all because we believed in what was possible. You know, when she accepted the invitation to Dance Theater Harlem, I was okay. I was ready to make the payments and have the plan and everything put together. And then life happened. I had no idea that some things were going to come up in my life that was going to be a blockade and not allow my daughter to go. And I sat down with her and said, you know, if this is really what you want, we're gonna send you to New York and Chicago. We're just going to have to get creative with it, and we're going to have to do some things. And that's what we did. We created the online fundraising campaign. We got the chocolates to sell. I even took her downtown to tap, you know, and she raised money, substantial amount of money for Chicago through tapping. And so it's just encouraging to know that, it inspires me big time to know that, you know, and especially in this small amount of time that it took for us to do that. 3 months, $5,000 from a vision, and because we believed. You know, most people would have said, why are you doing that? You know, that's not, what's the use? No, there was a lot of lessons in this whole journey. There was just too many lessons that we would have missed had we not have done that. Had we had not have, you know, just not believed in, if we would have kept believing that things were impossible. And I'm grateful that I was able to experience this with my daughters, and they were able to learn to see things even when they're not there. And as a matter of fact, my daughter, when she was 8, she looked at some pictures of New York and said, I'm going to be walking down those streets, talking about Times Square. I'm going to walk down those streets. And so she, even at 8 years old, had already put that in her mind that she was going to be going to New York. And so when she got this chance to, she had already had that vision, and so she was chasing her vision. And I was chasing my vision, or supporting my vision of being able to support my children, because 3 years ago, my health was compromised. You know, I didn't know how I was going to be able to still be here for my children. But I knew I was on a mission to make sure I was healthy enough to be a part of their lives. And here I am 3 years later, and I can be a part of life. I was walking, you know, 98 degrees, walking down the street with no problems, and to make sure that my daughter was able to get to New York and New Jersey in a timely fashion. And so the thing of the matter is, even there was a piece I never did share. When it was a week before we were supposed to leave, and we didn't have the ticket yet. I kept watching the fares. And, you know, everybody knows if you try to buy a fare at the last minute, it goes up higher and higher. And it had got up to 17, actually, no, it's like more like $2,250. And I sat there, picked up the phone and called my dad, who works for airlines. I said, I need your help. We need your help. And because the thing was, the matter of 2 months before, I asked my dad for some tickets. And I always say those tickets were blocked because they were reserved for me to ask again when I asked, so that he can help me and both my daughters get to New York. I wanted to make sure that my oldest daughter went as well, because she was there helping and supporting, cheerleading my daughter on, and she was there helping raise money and everything. And so she should have been able to receive some of the fruits of her labor as well, be able to enjoy and embark on the experience also. And so my dad was able to get the tickets, and he got them to us he gave me confirmation within 3 days. And then by the 5th day, they were sent to me. They were in my house. And so I was like, wow. And so the price of the tickets were $450. And that 1 or 2 weeks before we had did this online fundraiser, one more, in a quick fundraiser, and we had raised a little over $500. And so the extra money that was raised went for the the transportation costs, which I had no idea how much it was going to cost to get from New York to New Jersey. It was expensive. And so all that money that we had raised at the last minute was a setup for us to be able to fulfill the trip. And so I just like to encourage people and anybody, when you think something in a situation is impossible, don't look at it as that. Know that, there's resources, that as long as you have that vision and that drive, that anything is possible. And even for me, I had to set aside my pride. Here I am, a mom who's been able to take care of my children, of course within the family. I've always depended and been able to depend on my family, but this time I had to ask strangers, people I didn't know, and had to stand strong and even, talk to people and share what we were up to. And so many people were so receptive and helping. And so that helped me too, to get rid of my pride. Because, you can't be sitting there asking for money and be full of pride. And so I'm grateful for this whole journey, and I'm grateful for everyone who helped. I'm not going to say any names. I'm not going to say anybody. Everybody who knows who you were, who helped us. So I'm going to say thank you. I'm grateful. And hopefully our journey has inspired some other people to know that even though you don't see the light at the end of the tunnel, act like you can see it. Because that's how we did it. We didn't care. We were by any means necessary. We spent, many weekends on the beaches in downtown Seattle, and doing all kinds of different activities to raise money. And I'm grateful. And I'm even more inspired. I'm a business owner, and so it helped me to see some. Matter of fact, there's this one little piece that helped me too, because when my daughters was downtown doing the tapping, I would watch people. I would count the people that would pass by and just look at her, and so to me, I count those as no's, and then you would just see this crew of people, just a whole bunch of money just being drop like crazy. And I was like, wow, that's just inspiring, because she's sitting there asking, in a sense, her dancing is asking for money. She's saying, can you help me? There's a sign up there saying help me. So all those people that are walking past her knows. But yet, at the same time, she got enough yeses to get her to Chicago, because really the tapping money was sent her to Chicago. And she tapped her way on to Chicago. And that even inspired me as a business person. Don't get caught up in the no's. Don't get all emotionally attached to the no's. Know that you're going to get enough yeses to get to where you need to go. And with that, hopefully I can inspire my story, my life, my journey, can inspire some others, people, and let them know that by any means necessary, anything is possible. And truly, when I say my bank account could not support her going, but my vision did, and my drive, and my ability to encourage and inspire others is what helped us, and others helping us. And so again, I'm going to say to everyone that helped us, everyone, even if it was a Facebook like, a share, all the encouragement, the text, the prayers, I say thank you. It means a lot to us, and you helping us is going to help someone else in the future. Again, thank you. Take care.